Gentlemen, moving on to our next bout, and the referee in charge for the bout is Mr. Ranjit Kunamal, our MFN referee. Please welcome to the stage. Introducing our MX MMA in the flyweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Thengal Ranjan.
So here at the referee station, we have Thengal Ranjan, who's going to walk into the cage right now. This is a flyweight matchup where we're going to watch Thengal take on Havish Reddy.
Yep.
And if we talk about Thengal's from Assam. As you can see in the corner, we can see right in front of us, Roshan sitting here.
Yep.
One of the best fighters who have represented
Roshan
us.
Mainam.
Yes, Roshan Mainam. One of the best fighters who represent this country.
Yep.
And if we talk about Thengal's from Assam, trains at RMX, lives here in Bangalore actually. He considers himself to be like...
MMA in the flyweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Havish Reddy.
Thanos MMA. Havish has had some time training with Piyush at Kaizen as well. He's an incredible grappler. And he is one of the more well-rounded fighters, I would say. Although he's making his professional debut. I'm excited to see what Havish has to provide for us.
Yeah, Havish's pro debut has been a long time coming, man. And he recently just won an amateur fight. He'd gone to Thailand against a US-based opponent. So I feel like his confidence coming into this fight is going to be really high. As we've heard, Piyush is one of his coaches. He himself trains at Krenos with fighters like Niranjan. So he's constantly evolving. He's someone whose base is grappling, but from what I've understood, he's trying to always improve and stitch both the arts together. And today he has a very decent test, I would say, in front of him, where he faces Thengal Ranjan, who, as I got cut off before, I was saying, is coming off a split decision loss in Vespa Fighting Championship. And I feel like he has a lot to prove in this fight. Like, regardless of who his opponent was, Thengal will have a lot of fire going into this fight. He took some time off after that loss. And let's hear the announcer.
Representing RMX MMA in the flyweight division, weighing 56 kilos, standing 5.4 feet tall. Ladies and gentlemen, the unbeatable Thengal Rajan. Introducing out of the red corner, representing Kaizen MMA in the flyweight division, weighing 56 kilos, ladies and gentlemen, the Predator, Avish Reddy.
Here we kick off with the first fight when it comes to the pro card. Both fighters touch gloves, and man, I'm excited for this first fight.
We've got Thengal in the blue corner and Havish in the red. Now here we go. Havish takes the center.
Yeah, and as you can see, right from the start, this is an open stance matchup.
Yeah.
We have Thengal in the orthodox stance. Oh man, these level changes are. Oh, beautiful uppercut landed, man. But as you can see in the open stance, those body kicks, the head kick are always open for both fighters.
Yep.
And Thengal just employed that right now. My bad, I mean Havish.
Havish. Deep kick right down the middle.
Pressure for me, Havish is great. Expect him to shoot soon. Ooh.
Especially against the cage. There we go. Oh no.
Oh, he just got reversed. I guess Havish can thank God that this isn't one championship. Otherwise, he would have eaten big knees from there, man. Just ate a right hook on the exit, though.
Yep.
But Havish is back with his pressure. Yeah, Thengal needs to push him off if he needs to get out of all those pressure situations. And
I also feel
that.
like Havish is standing right in front of him, not bobbing his head, not moving, no head movement. So Thengal is constantly dropping, level changing, fainting.
Great observation. I feel like a right hand could just pop off.
Which was exactly what happened in that exchange,
Right.
right? He got caught, which forced him to shoot, and then he got like reversed. And they have an over-under exchange over here in the middle of the cage. Havish locks a body lock from the over-under position, pushes him to the cage.
Yeah, how this exchange ends will dictate a lot, I feel.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, whoever wins double underhooks over here wins the exchange because they can set up more shots. But the over-under exchange is like a neutral position for a reason. It could be anyone's game right now.
Right. Oh, he broke away. Right. What do you think, as someone as a grappler, do you think, like, the first two shots not working out, how demotivating can that be for
Very,
a fighter?
very demotivating. Even in a grappling match, if you shoot and the person sprawls on you, it's demotivating. So you can really imagine.
Beautiful body shot just
Beautiful.
landed, man.
Absolutely.
He's investing in that body.
His level changes are really good.
Right.
Like, from the
He
striking
just
position.
went up on top.
Yeah. Havish is throwing a lot of high kicks.
They seem a little telegraphed, though, which is why I think...
Yep. They're not like necessarily within range, right?
Which is why I think Thengal is able to defend wisely.
Yep. Havish needs to do the clinch game if he
Also-
wants to set up his takedowns.
Also, like, oh, that was a sneaky right hand.
Oh, body shot. Havish is staying composed though, but he needs to give him different reads, and a desperation shot like that could be very, very dangerous.
That's
Havish
the
is
third
wobbled.
takedown.
Havish is hurt. Havish is hurt. He's wobbled.
Havish looks to be in trouble, and he switched to orthodox. For some
Thengal
reason.
is looking very, very crisp. Very, very crisp.
The amount of effort that goes into these long kicks.
Yeah, they're very energy draining.
And Thengal's invested in that body, so let's see. Oh, that right hook seemed to have landed.
Despite Havish taking the middle of the stage, Thengal's the one who's landing the shots
no
despite
doubt.
being back
Yeah,
down,
no
right?
doubt. And if I was a judge, he'd be up.
Oh, right hand for Havish lands. Well-timed right hand. That was the first significant strike from Havish.
Bangalore crowd supporting their guy, as it should be.
Yeah, you got to support your hometown heroes. And Havish, I feel like Havish is telegraphing his shot. He telegraphed that left hand.
And he's given up.
And he's got now in a body lock exchange.
You could see Thengal get the back from here, right?
He could if he threads his leg. Tengal had a golden opportunity over there to take the fight to the
chose
ground,
to
but
go
I
for
think
damage
he's more
though, yeah.
comfortable on the feet, as we can see.
But I feel like this round is
Oh.
right. See, those level changes are helping now because now Havish is not reacting to them, and
Yeah.
then Tengal is able to land those right hands on top. Overhands, I'd say.
Yeah, Havish is rushing a lot
Good
of these
switch kick to the
exchanges.
body by Tengal, man.
But what Havish is doing is good because he needs to initiate these kind of clinch exchanges and then start a takedown from cage side.
I feel like the urgency for it
And
should
that-
have been a bit more earlier on.
Oh,
He
beautiful
finally
takedown.
gets him. Side control.
Beautiful body lock takedown. And they're in the center of the cage also. Couple of advantages from here. If Havish maintains a side control or a mount, he was going for the crucifix, but Tengal turned and stood up. The exchange goes to the
Good
cage
job by
again,
Tengal, man.
and mat return by Havish. It's not easy carrying someone's weight like that. If Havish can grapple him effectively, he could shut down the punching power of Tengal. And now they've got
Tengal
like
seems
a
very composed though here. I feel like
Yeah.
that's what he
Yeah.
has to do. He has to turn into him, and Havish, as you can see, is adjusting.
He's
to
got
every
both his
move.
hooks in
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
He's got both his hooks in. This could be dangerous if Tengal angles that way and starts to stand up and starts to shake him off. But Havish is good. Havish has been through the grind. He's been through the gauntlet. Excellent second round. First round.
I still feel, even though we saw, Havish threaten with that submission at the end, I feel like in terms of damage, we saw Tengal do more. But
Definitely
it'll
on
be
the feet.
interesting to see how the judges score this, because according to the rules, even coming very close to a submission scores really high on the judges' scorecard. So I'll be interested to see how they score that. But I feel like Tengal in general had a really good round. Like he was able to fend off a lot of takedowns.
He
and
was
towards
dictating the
end-
exchanges despite moving back.
The only issue that I guess could be for Tengal, which I've seen happen with him a bit earlier, is sometimes he gasses out in the rounds as they progress. So that will be an issue, especially if he's having to grapple, Havish off of him.
Yeah.
And
And
so
Havish has got that grappling cardio, so let's see if that kicks
Yeah.
in this round.
both fighters are ready.
Havish is lucky. He's got Piyush and Rishabh in his corner. Incredible grapplers.
Back with round 2.
They meet right in the middle. Some feints by Hengel. Connects with the left
Shifting
hand.
left hook landed, man.
That was the telegraph. Spinning back heel.
Tengal seems to be winning some of his
Beautiful 1-2. Havish is hurt. Havish is hurt and he's backing off. That was a clean 1-2.
Oh, body kick lands. He's invested in the body so well.
Mhm.
And it will pay dividends off eventually. Another straight line. No telegraph when he lands his shots, man, Tengal. Just a popping straight right through the guard. Another
Havish can't stand in front of him. Havish needs to threaten a
There's
takedown
no level
or
change,
level
he's being
change or
threatened,
something,
there's
right?
nothing.
He's a sitting duck over there. He's taken a 1-2.
Okay, so expect after that right hand
Yeah.
that he's landing to the body, expect maybe a left hook to come on top.
Okay.
Tengal
Oh.
seems to be setting that up, man.
That was a beautiful double. Like he shot from a
Nice.
vacuum. Reminded me of George St. Pierre when you shoot from a vacuum and then complete the takedown. Incredible. Good job.
That's true.
Incredible
Great
work
entry.
by Havish. Although Tengal right back to his feet. What a incredible dude.
Tengal doesn't relent, when he's being forced in positions.
Yeah.
He keeps fighting.
Yeah.
And as you can see from here, I feel Havish needs to sort of find some ability to hurt Tengal before he gets into
Before
these
he tries to
positions.
advance
Yeah.
position, he needs to mix up his
Yeah,
strikes for
because I
sure.
don't think
And he's achieved full mount. Incredible.
here he can do
But
some damage.
no,
man.
he's back in half guard.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
back in half guard. It's a very difficult position to achieve, especially against the cage. If this was in the middle of the cage, right?
And you can hold that position in the middle of the cage.
Yeah.
Here it's much tougher.
Havish really needs to mix up his strikes.
Because even damage-wise, Havish is nowhere right now. What would you say?
Yeah, it was very minimal damage.
Right.
There was like just 1 or 2 clean shots that he landed.
Which is what is the most effective thing which you have to judge a fight on. So
Exactly. Havish needs to let his hands go over here, at least like posture up and not try to grind him in, because where are you going to go against the cage?
Right.
Right? The
referee's
only
looking at
problem
this.
is Havish Tangle has got like he's got like a heel on his hip. So if Havish does posture up, he could get kicked off. But we're moving towards the center right now. This is better for Havish. Tangle needs to just like move his hips and like start hip escaping from this position.
Some peppering shots landed.
He needs to create space because this is very bad for Tangle. This is very bad. Okay. He's going for an underhook on that leg, but I don't know how much that'll help. Havish should posture here. He should really posture rather than try to pass his guard. It's a lost cause, man.
The ref might even stand this up if there's not too much damage. He just
Yeah.
clapped and gave them like a
Right now, he's landing body, head.
So in the rules briefing, Andrew Canada mentioned that he doesn't consider this to be a great position. He feels like fighters on top need to work
Yeah.
to better positions from here.
Yeah.
So I won't be surprised if the referee
They
decides to
stand them up,
there.
right? Yeah.
Like it's up to everyone if you agree with that logic or not, but that's what was mentioned.
And it's a very similar style to Khabib, but Khabib used to mix up his strikes.
And do damage.
Right? And he used to advance each position. Sometimes what happens is you tend to get lost in your own art,
Referee stands him up, I believe.
and referee stands him up. And especially when you're under all that pressure and all those lights and opposite pressure coming towards you, you can't think in those moments. Especially in grappling, you tend to slow down so much.
Oh, left hook. Lands for Tangle. Oh, he lands a right hand.
Havish needs.
Oh, Havish lands a
Tangle's landing heavy.
But Havish
Beautiful level change.
landed a great counter right now and shoots in for a double. And he
he
gets
finishes
it.
the takedown. So there's clear disparities between skill here. Tangle
Right.
is the striker, whereas Havish is the grappler. And Havish, I don't know why he didn't start doing this early on.
I feel like the distance management from Tangle, especially early on, was really good. And also he did try, but Tangle was able to get back or stop those takedowns. I
True,
guess as
true. And every
time
time
is
he got-
passing by,
Yeah.
he's getting tired, and maybe Havish's cardio comes into play right now because he's able to push the pace.
Yep. And every time Havish tried to close in the gap to get a clinch exchange, he'd get tagged.
Right.
So how do you deal with that? I guess Ryan Hall, Imanari role, but
But
you're
in this
like log
situation,
specialist.
he engaged in an exchange and then
Then,
got under it.
yeah.
Right? And 10 seconds
10
left on the
seconds
clock.
left.
I don't think there's enough time for any kind of, maneuver around the guard here, but damage would be good.
Oh no, he landed after the bell.
Right. I don't know. I don't know how the judges would score this round two, to be honest. But I feel like both fighters should go into this fight expecting that they have one round each.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would say one round each. So
Right.
first to Tangle, the second round to Havish. The third round's gonna decide.
Man, Tangle.
Very close fight.
Yeah. Tangle needs to put on a pace in the next round if he wants to stamp this.
He needs to get a knockdown, and Havish needs to grind him out.
Exactly. And even Havish needs to do a lot of damage, honestly. Like
He
I would
needs
say,
to increase his
I would say
strikes,
in
yeah.
both the rounds, I think Havish has not done as much as damage. So you could see a judge maybe feel as if Tangle is up 2 rounds, even though there
Havish
were
had a lot of
positions-
ground time
but,
in the
but,
second
but there
round.
was no damage there, and there were no threatening submissions there. So
Yeah.
that isn't considered effective grappling.
It isn't, right?
According to the rules.
This rule set, right, over here?
Yes.
Yeah. Got the third round underway now.
Both fighters have, sort of, you can see they're worn out right now. Both of them have gone through stuff in these first 2 rounds. Tangle put on a lot of damage.
Let's see who's the fresher fighter.
Yeah, let's see who can push it, man, because this is a pro career and you need to step up
Yeah.
when you have to. This
Yeah.
is just the job. No glove touch, huh?
No glove touch. These boys are serious. Havish is eating shots coming in. I feel like Havish is not making use of leg kicks, man. Where's the leg kicks? This is a pro bout, right?
Oh, that was
Clean
a
right.
stiff right hand, man. And Havish is
Havish
hurt.
is
Oh,
hurt.
another
Havish
right hand
is
lands.
hurt bad.
He shoots
And
in
he's gone down.
desperately. Tangle's on top right now. I would suggest, if I was Tangle, I would try to separate from here, man, and just get him up again. I don't know why.
Makes sense, but he's setting up a submission.
Is he looking to collect that arm?
Tangle needs to unload strikes here. I don't
Right.
know what he's doing, trying to grapple Havish.
I would
here.
just
What-
separate.
is he-
Oh.
Okay.
Keep it here. Keep it here.
He's brought the fight to his territory again.
Havish seems a little more composed. He seems like he's got some of it back.
Yeah. Havish is holding his own
But
despite
he-
taking some
he-
very, very hard shots.
He looks a little wobbly, to be honest. As he
Havish,
gets
yeah,
backed up,
yeah. He's
another
getting
right
tagged.
hand. Yeah.
And
Wow. Oh man.
see, if Tangle had a little more grappling there, he could have finished that.
Also, I think he's tired, so he doesn't want to put that much effort right now when it comes to the grappling aspect. What do you think?
I do think, but I also do think that like you're either one of those fighters who fades in the last 2 minutes or you push with everything that you have, right?
Tangle needs to maybe step it up because you can see Havish sort of recovering.
Oh,
Oh,
and
Tangle
Tangle
goes
lines
for his
up.
own shot.
And Havish doesn't stuff it, but accommodates it, but the shot's not complete. Does that count as a takedown against the cage?
Good question.
They've got an over-under exchange over here.
Yeah.
They need to separate and start trading leather. Havish needs to get out of the way. He needs to figure out a way around. He can't go straight towards Tangle. He landed a good uppercut though. They're
Oh,
trading.
good.
They're actually
Counter
trading.
hook lands for Havish. It doesn't seem like
Havish is finding his... Sorry?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like Havish's strikes do as much as Tangle's do.
Yeah.
But he's got him on the ground now, and he could do a lot of damage here.
Feels like Havish woke up after taking those couple of shots.
Could be.
right? It's like he's only found his element. And like I keep forgetting this is Havish's pro debut.
Exactly.
What a showing. Okay, he's passed to half guard. Wow, his advancing position.
Arm triangle. Could be set up from here.
Havish is rushing, trying to pass his guard.
Right.
He's doing moves that his opponent can read, so his opponent can make adjustments. Pushing him to one side like this, getting to a modified,
that was a heavy
setup,
elbow on the
technical
side of the head.
Incredible. Side control, still in half guard though.
I don't know how much time he has left.
There needs to be a certain diversification of this ground position from Havish's standpoint. Again, I'm saying he needs to land to distract
Either land or
Tangle.
pass guard.
Sorry?
He either needs to land or improve his position.
Exactly.
Right? And there he just does land one right hand on top, but
Everything he's doing with his grappling advancement, Tangle is reading, right? To throw Tangle off guard, he has to throw strikes.
and then try to advance. This
Grappling
position.
is something where you don't, like strikes don't come from, you're seeing your opponent grapple with you, so you can do things to stop it. You have to set up grappling exchanges, right?
Man.
Havish needs to posture up and just unload at this
Tangle
point.
is also a blue belt, by the way. Recently just got his blue belt, so I guess that explains why he's wise to some of these traps that...
Definitely, yeah. Although, I feel like Tangle needs to invest from the bottom supine position. He needs to invest. Now, I think that's
heavy shot
that's
on
something he
top.
needs to focus in his game.
For Havish,
Yeah, Havish needs to get into that, that famous Gracie triangle position where the guy's on top.
another elbow, heavy elbow
Another
lands.
elbow. He needs to get to that position and unleash and throw strikes.
Man, this has turned out to be a close fight.
Very, very close fight.
Referee stands them up. I don't know if that was the right point to stand them up, but let's go. Tangle's head movement and level changes have...
Reduced, significantly
Yes.
reduced. They both experience.
Oh! He just dropped him with a hard right hand.
Damn.
Can he get a finish here? He seems to be composed. I don't think he's hunting for a finish. Is Tangle hurt?
I don't think Tangle's hurt. But he's definitely bit. Why is he shooting for a takedown
Shot him
when
for a
that's not his
takedown and got
strength?
reversed.
That's a very poor shot, dude. That's
After hurting his opponent.
exactly.
And that's the fight, guys. I feel like that last round, that right hand just flattened everything, man. Like,
Oh,
in
yeah?
my
You
opinion.
think the advantage goes to
I
Tangle?
feel like
Yeah?
because there wasn't that much effective grappling from Havish, if I'm being honest, and at least in the last round, he kept that position. He was able to land some elbows, some shots, but a clean right hand like that where you get a knockdown, man.
Incredible takedowns though, from like a vacuum.
For sure, that was a great takedown. I agree. But
I'm sure Havish is doing what every MMA fighter here wants to do.
he's living the life finally.
In his pro MMA debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Royal FC 2025 Mix some noise! Check. Can we have both the fighters in the center? Ladies and gentlemen, announcing your winner. And the scores are here. Judge 1, 27-30. Judge 2, 28-29. Judge 3, 27-30. And the winner by judges' unanimous decision. Ladies and gentlemen, the new hero in the town, Avesh Reddy!
The takedowns. The takedowns definitely got him the win.
I have to say I disagree with that.
He had a lot more control time,
I'm not one
but
to...
Tangle landed the bigger shots for sure.
He just...
Fight to witness. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a once again for Avesh Reddy! Anything you want to call out? You're representing Kaizen MMA.
No, we did a good job. No, we read his game plan, but kudos to him. He came out strong, in the first round. I had to get it back.
Brilliant is the word I want to just define you. Thank you so much, Avesh. We'll see you more on the top. Thank you so much.
Man, I'm happy for Avish, but honestly, I
Questionable
disagree.
decision for sure.
Uh,
He got
effective
hurt a lot
damage is
more.
the main thing.